messing where you shouldn't have been a messing. And now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthing, and you keep losing when you ought to not bet.
You know, I was taught to be polite when I was young, Mr. Brooker. So either you can listen or we can take another drive. Okay, let's see here. You know what these are?
Photographs?
That's correct. Now let's see if you can get this one right. Who's the lady in the photos?
Hannah Jones?
Really? See? That's funny, because she's actually a client of mine. You know what she hired me to do? Well, let me tell you. See, she wanted me to find you and make sure you know that you won't be doing this anymore.
Sounds like a fun job.
Oh, you know what it's like. Whatever to pay the bills. So, you gonna agree to stop stalking this poor girl, or you want to make my job a little more interesting?
Can I have my camera back?
Hold on. I've got your next best photo.
You kidding me?
Send me a print when it's done.
You know, when I was young, I was taught not to be an asshole.
You sure listen to that advice. Here. It's on me.
Thank you.
Stay safe out there.
You too, Mr. Lyman.
Hey, Pat.
Go away, Mark.
You treat all of your clients like this?
How'd you even find this place?
Well, I'm a reporter, so I guess it's a perk. Just open the damn door, Patrick. Drink?
So I gotta know. Who's the poor person you want me to beat up this time, huh? New intern? Your publisher? Let me guess. Someone wrote something bad about one of your articles?
No, if only it was that simple. No, see, this time they're after me.
Then be a man and take the beating.
They're gonna kill me.
You ever heard of the cops?
What are they supposed to do, huh? Write a report Hope I stay safe. Plus, come on, you know as well as I do. The cops, they don't like people like you and me.
Guess we chose the wrong profession, huh?
You read the newspaper lately?
Yeah. What happened to Garfield and the cartoons this week?
You know, I'd appreciate it if you took this matter seriously.
Okay, I'm interested.
Well, if you read the paper, you'd know that there was a murder outside of town about 2 weeks ago. A man was shot inside of his car with his fiancée. Are you even listening?
This is $500 more than I charge.
Yeah, that's only half until you get the job done. Are you gonna listen?
Yeah, what about the dead guy in the car?
Well, as I was saying, the man was murdered, but the woman escaped. She didn't tell the cops, so I wrote a story. I don't think it was well received.
You read one of your articles?
It wasn't well received by the murderer. Okay, first I started getting death threats sent to my work, now my house.
Okay, what's the catch? Why the extra money?
I need you to keep me safe while I lay low and finish my story.
Hold on. What story?
Okay, I might lose you here. I need you to help me stay safe, lay low, while you find me Heather Lane, the woman in the car that night of the murder.
Yep. You lost me. Get out of here.
Listen, Patrick, if you help me find this girl, let me talk to her, we can put this guy in jail.
Big whoop. Look like a hero if you don't die looking for her.
Look, but if you help me find her, I'll be the only one with this story, which means I'm gonna make a lot of money, which means you are going to make a lot of money.
Well, at least $500 more in the next payment.
Deal?
Where do I start? So who is this guy?
Photographer. Hired him to help me find the woman. He works for the Tribune, but he's gone quiet for the past 2 days.
Oh no.
Friend from work?
We met at a bowling alley.
Can you please just go wait in the car? Jack, come on, please let me in. Let's talk, he's gone, alright? Jack!
No!
Open up!
No, I'm going.
Oh my gosh. I get it, okay?
Thanks. So? Why'd you go quiet? So what'd you find out?
Miss Lane has not been seen in a few days. She's not a very popular person.
What's that supposed to mean?
She has no friends, no family to speak of. Except she does have one cousin she talks to fairly regularly.
Hannah Jones?
That's correct. In fact, let's see if you get this one right. Who's the idiot that came and messed me up last night?
Well, you were obviously doing a bad job if she knew you were stalking her.
Okay, as fun as all of this is, let's get down to business. You still have a job to finish. And you still have a job to start. So, to get my story going a little bit faster, how about you two go get my story together?
Hold on. You're going to have to pay me to work with him as well.
Yeah, and hold on. Do not smoke that in here. Okay? That will kill you. Put it away now. Thank you. And you're going to have to pay me extra to work with him. And you owe me a hospital bill.
Okay, have either of you two noticed this is the real world? I don't care if you both hate each other.
Yeah, but in the real world, you get paid for a job.
And you get paid extra for a dirty job.
And even more for a dirty job with someone you hate. So, how bad do you want this story?
This is gonna be great.
How much longer?
She comes here at about 1 o'clock every day,
And if she doesn't show,
and she's probably dead.
then what?
We don't get paid.
That's a shame. That's her. Stay here.
Why? Because you work better alone?
Yeah, but also she's the one that hired me to kick your ass.
Mr. Lyman,
Hannah, no one calls me that. Just call me by my first name.
why are you here?
You okay? Hannah, who did this to you? Why didn't you hire me?
Hire?
Who's this?
It's just a friend, Travis. He's just leaving. Maybe we can talk later, Mr. Lyman.
Hey, so, did you forget to mention a boyfriend, or am I going deaf?
Oh, yeah, sometimes they meet here.
Ah, no, well, thanks for the reminder.
So do you have a gun in the car? Because I was just thinking,
Do you
know,
think I'm a bad guy?
No, you're the greatest guy I know.
Yeah, I figured. Hey, you got a light? Nice glasses. Hannah, hold on.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lyman, but I don't think I can afford any help at the moment.
Afford?
Isn't that what drives you to do any good?
Interesting coming from someone who wanted me to beat up some stalker.
It takes a man to fight a shadow, Mr. Lyman, but it takes a hero to fight a shadow in the dark.
Why risk being the hero?
That's it. You wouldn't know.
That's ridiculous.
Is it?
Heather Lane. That name ring any bells?
How do you know Heather?
Well, if you read the news lately, you'd know she's kind of famous.
Yeah, but why do you care?
Can I try being the hero now?
Just because you're helping him doesn't mean I like you.
Have you considered maybe she's the murderer?
What?
I'm serious. It's probably not a good idea to follow her and our only lead.
You're right, Mr. Brooker. That's why I'm gonna kill you first.
So when's the last time you saw Heather?
2 days ago, she showed up here frantically, stayed the night, but she was gone in the morning.
Did she say anything about what happened?
She was a mess. All she could say was Dallin was gone and she was next.
Dallin?
Her boyfriend. Well, fiance as of that night. She called me to tell me that he proposed. They had gone camping for the weekend. They stopped at the nearest payphone to call me.
Has to be that payphone at that gas station on Route 9.
So did she leave anything or say anything about where she was going?
All she could say was that she was next.
You think she was running from the killer?
That's what I'm afraid of.
What room did Heather stay in?
Whoa. You made her stay in here?
What?
When my boyfriend Travis found out she was staying here, he locked her in.
And she freaked?
She heard me scream.
Go talk to her. Me? Fine. If I end up dead, I told you so. What? Nothing. It's just a RCA cassette. It's weird.
Are you okay?
You have a light?
No, I don't. You know that's not going to help you, right?
Oh, really? What do you suggest?
What do you like to do?
I read.
There you go.
Religious?
Excuse me?
Is that why you don't smoke?
No. My father passed away not too long ago. He was a heavy smoker. Just didn't seem like a great way to go out, you know? This is the only thing I took from his house when he died. It's the only thing that didn't really smell like smoke. I just thought maybe there's a better way to live than just taking the edge off every once in a while. I just wish he would have known that.
Well, I'm sure he knows now.
I don't know about that. He was a stubborn prick. So, what do you like to read?
I like books about dystopias.
This world's not too messed up for you?
Actually, the books help me think that maybe this world isn't too bad.
So what are you reading right now?
I'm reading this book right now about a guy who lives in a world that controls the fate for the sake of order. His whole life, he's been preparing for a test that will determine if his job is best fit for him. He has to decide whether or not to obey his order.
What does he do when he finds out?
He has to decide whether or not to obey the order, and otherwise he has to rebel and risk being killed.
So what does he do?
I wouldn't want to spoil the story, would I?
Ready for a picnic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe. Hey. We gonna invite Hannah?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know who else we would, but...
What you got there, huh? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Great. Oh. Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm just filming you. Because you're so cute.
Oh. Can I help you?
You have a phone?
Hello?
Hey, Mark. It's Patrick.
Patrick, how's my story coming? Did you find the girl?
No.
Any leads?
I found a camera.
Did you watch anything?
I saw some things.
Who else?
Just me.
So, do we have a problem?
Yeah, I think we do, Mark. You never wanted me to find the girl, did you?
I tied up loose ends, Patrick. The camera was the last one.
So you used me.
Used you? No. I hired you. And you did a fantastic job. So, why don't you just have Miss Jones deliver the camera, buddy, Jack. You guys can walk away. Now, it's been a long couple of days, so why don't we cut this deal short? Why don't you have Miss Jones deliver the camera to old abandoned house on Cherry Street? Tell her that waiting for her will be police investigators and reporters. As for you, go to your car. Under the seat, you'll find a key and address to a safety deposit box with the rest of your pay in it. I told you, Patrick. I had faith in you since the beginning. When I put it in there. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Good job, Pat.
What happened to the girl?
Heather? Like I said, I tied up loose ends a long time ago. Thank you for your story. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm sorry about your cousin. It's gonna be okay.
The first, Miss Heather Lane, was discovered by local authorities near Mirror Lake earlier this afternoon.
What now?
Police have opened an investigation suspecting homicide, but details into the case have
Found
yet
that
to
in
be
the room.
revealed. Our condolences
It was
to the
Heather's.
family. Our second
The man
case
who
today
killed
concerns Mr.
probably both of them is on it. Hannah, you need to take that to the abandoned house on Cherry Street. The police investigators and reporters are waiting for you there.
Is that who you're just talking to? Is Mark still paying us? You didn't tell her we were hired.
Hired? Just when I thought Mr. Lyman could be a hero.
Listen, Hannah, anyone can be a hero for a price.
How much was Heather worth to you?
You paid me. You paid me to find him and beat him, so what does that make you in all
I'm your
this?
next paycheck!
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Listen, Hannah.
Get out! Don't forget to punch out on the clock!
Alright. Looks like it was all there, just like you promised. I already took out my half, plus a little bit extra you owe me for, the hospital bill, my camera, dealing with you. Working with you's really paid off. Thanks for dragging me into it. What are you going to buy with your half? I take from your silence, you have no idea, so I'll give you a few. New Sunday shoes. Then I'm replacing my camera with some new... So are you dropping me off at my house, or...
We're going to Cherry Street.
Wait, what?
It was Mark. Mark was on the camera. He killed them.
What?
He said to send Hannah there with the camera.
But... we got paid. We don't have to do this.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought too. What is wrong with you? What, do you want to chuck me in the trunk again? Huh? Get someone else to hit me over the head? What? What is this supposed to be?
Well, usually you have to read it to find out.
Wait, I remember this. This was like 3 years ago. Guy ran into the house, pulled out his family. He didn't make it out.
That man, he was my brother. You know what he thought when he heard those people screaming? He didn't. He rushed in there not for money or fame. but because he saw people in need and acted. I think it's about time I act, not for my own personal gain.
Patrick. We could die. I don't want to die. Can we just call the cops?
If we don't get there now, she's gonna be dead by the time the cops show up.
Do we have a gun?
No.
Do we have a plan?
No.
Well, what if he has a gun? Do we know what we're doing at all?
Yeah. We're doing the right thing.
Hold on. Wait. Hey. I was thinking we should have someone go around back. You know, like divide and conquer.
If it'll get you to shut up, go for it.
Okay.
Mighty hero falls. For the first and last time. Jack.
Mark?
Looks like I have quite the story to write.
I wouldn't want to keep you busy.
Thanks, Jack.
Sure thing. See you on Monday?
Bright and early. Jack, you and I both know it's not that easy. What happened to you, Patrick? I mean, 1 minute you're beating people up for money. Now look at you. Look at you. Now I'm beating you up. I mean, there's gotta be a reason, right? You got your buddy Jack involved too. You know, it's a real shame to see you sit here, try and be the hero. I thought you and me had a lot in common. Could take us far. You know, you in the shadows, the muscles, the real hero behind the stories I write. Now look at you. You're changing lanes, thinking this is what's right. Was it worth it? Was it really worth it to die, Patrick?
Well, Mark, this sounds like another one of your shitty articles.
Shitty articles. Shitty articles, huh? Well, That reminds me. I still have another interview in the next room. So, you and Jack sit tight. We'll finish this story together.
So, was it worth it?
I don't know. Didn't imagine I'd die without doing anything.
Was this a better way to go out than with those cigarettes?
Yeah, I guess. So you're just gonna leave me here?
Well, I always figured you'd want to go back for round 2.
So you're just gonna throw in the towel?
You know, when I was young, I was taught to stay out of other people's business.
Jack, trust me. You can't run away from this. It's moments like this, where you decide to run away, that haunt you.
Look, Patrick, you're a good guy, and I'm glad I got to know that for just a little while. But I can't do this. That's on me.
Hannah, this has been fun, but why don't we wrap this story up? I hope you don't mind. I like to listen to a little music while I work.
Lawman is putting an end to my running, and I'm so far from my home. Oh, mama, I can hear you a-crying. You're so scared and all alone. Hangman is coming down from the gallows.
Don't worry. I'll make sure it's quick. Like
Nobody likes sticks.
Where'd she go? Watch him.
sorry. You were right. This whole time I've been a bystander, never acting unless I had to or had a good reason to. Ask me how much Heather was worth. She was worth more than money. So are you. And I'm not gonna walk away anymore. I don't want this anymore. I don't want to live in the dark anymore.